One of the biggest things that I see when working with stylists is that they do not know how to build recurring income through one client. Your consultation is one of the greatest drivers of recurring revenue in your business. I can listen to how you lead a consultation and tell whether you are creating a one time appointment or a long time client journey. So let me show you what that sounds like. All right, so healthier, less breakage, better management. Um, your last haircut was in February. Was that with the professional? Okay. And how was that experience?
It's okay. It wasn't too bad.
Okay, so it's 4 months ago. Was it, and I'm gonna be able to see when I blow you out in flat iron. Was it just the perimeter of the hair? Was it throughout?
I want to say it was throughout.
Okay, just looking at your ends, it looks like you haven't had a haircut. Because 4 months, you should still see some type of like cutting on the hair. So when I blow it out, I'll be able to really get a good assessment. The only issue that I foresee is just your ends. I think that when you are silk pressing the hair, like my motto is like you can't silk press damage. So even when we straighten it, my goal is to keep as much hair on your head as possible, unless you say otherwise.
No, I'm cool with that. I'm not here to argue with you about the cut, and I'm not going to say don't do that.
Yeah, but I want you to be
same
comfortable
goal,
as
yeah.
well.
Okay.
I'm going to tell you what I think that is a good starting point. But the maintenance is really what's going, this is a starter appointment.
Right.
The maintenance is really what's going to help us get there. So with that being said, with your lifestyle, the kiddos, how far you live from here?
I live in Houston.
Bruh.
What?
This is not realistic.
Yes.
How you gonna get here?
I drive like I drove today.
How often are you gonna drive?
Once a month. I'm off during the week. What do you mean?
Okay. long as it's feasible.
Yeah.
Because that's a minimum I would like to see you once a month.
Yeah, no, because I don't want to do my own hair. That's the thing. So
Okay.
yeah.
Okay. And how does your silk press do with Houston weather? Because I heard it's really
humid.
muggy.
So once I get in a like established routine, I can actually make my silk presses last at least 3 weeks.
Perfect. Yeah, let's see. When you come back, we'll look and see how the hair is doing. But I do think like I can look at your hair now and just see how like just from the ponytails, like how even though it's stretched, it's smoother a little bit, but you're a little bit more frizzy on those ends.
It was wet too.
That's the only area. That's the only area that I can foresee frizzing. But once we straighten you, I'll look and see what I would need to cut. Okay. And that's going to be the biggest thing. The more you cut, the longer it's going to last.
You have picked a different career. If you can go back.